content out there, and if you don't know where to start, it can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. So let's fix that. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community of tens of thousands of aspiring and active cybersecurity professionals focused on networking, knowledge sharing, and professional development. I'm Dr. Gerald, Auger, Chief Content Creator at Simply Cyber, inviting you to get the answers to your cybersecurity problems with hundreds of cybersecurity videos answering your frequently asked questions, interviewing industry experts, and live streaming daily cyber threat briefings hosted by me. Now get the stories and insights you won't find anywhere else. Hit subscribe now and dig into all the fresh content on the channel and in the community. Nothing should stop you from launching and leveling up your cybersecurity career today. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, Worldwide Wednesday, May 8th, 2024, episode number 617-ish. What do we got? It's the name of the title is so long that I don't even know what it is anymore. 617 of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger. And over the next 45 minutes, me, you, Jesse in the dark, BSEC on location, Kimberly at the after party at RSA, Alpha Sierra Sublime Alchemy, Tom Bishop in the Yeet Crew, Senfulous Divine Dream Divine, a.k.a. Triple D, Marcus Kyler going around the world from Detroit, Shantis Jaidi Valentino, my man Carrie crushing Cyber 101, Cat GPT in the hizzy, and a lot of boyish and folks on LinkedIn like Logan Fuller and Raymond Cruz, long-timers and first-timers. Y'all, we're going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis and hot takes on each of those stories on what it means to you as a practitioner. So how can you use this information to drive cyber risk reduction for your business stakeholders? And if you're looking to break into the industry, hold on, because we're going to get massive value from the stream, my friend, because you're going to be asked in any single job interview, how do you stay current on the industry? Banger answer. You're going to want to be able to pick up the terminology, the concepts, the macro level things that are going on, the ebbs and flows of the industry. And the only way to do it is to stay current on the reg. And that's what we're doing here. Now, full disclosure, which, is more of a feature than a bug. I don't prep or research for any of these stories, so I don't know what we're going to be doing. I have a strong suspicion there's a hot take. There is a Chief Wiggum action on Lockbit. There better be. And so much more. So stay with us. You're going to love it. It is Worldwide Wednesday. So we're going to be going around the world in a hot minute with Daft Punk. Before we get going, let me give a shout out and love to my man, Casually Joseph, Casually Joseph's Wallet, and Eric Taylor over at Barricade Cyber Solutions. Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses recover from cyber attacks and the damage done by those cyber attacks. Listen, guys, cyber attacks cause massive issues for business owners, and it just absolutely disrupts business operations. It can lead to people losing their job, not being able to provide for their family. It's a hot mess express. But guess what? Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. They can absolutely eradicate threat actors from the environment. Give them a look. Give them a sniff, bookmark it, barricadecyber.com. Links in the description below. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. And yes, live look in. Live look in at Casually Joseph. Hold on, wrong window. Live look in at Casually Joseph right now. And let's see what Casually Joseph, oh, there it is. Sorry, Casually Joseph. All right. Hey, guys, we got a great show for you. I want to tell you we're going to go around the world, but also want to tell you a little bit about Antisyphon training. Antisyphon training is disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by providing cutting-edge, high-quality education to everyone, regardless of financial position. That's a wrong read, Jerry. They offer their students the opportunity to learn skills, practice what is taught, and engage with the community in a fun and inclusive way. And believe me, if you guys know about Antisyphon, you already know this, and if you don't know, ask a friend in chat. I'm telling you, Antisyphon training is so epic, so awesome. And next Monday, there's still time to register. Next Monday, you can take Antisyphon's active defense and cyber deception. I'm showing it on stream right now with John Strand for absolutely $0. Don't sleep on this. I have taken this course myself. I made a video on it. It's awesome. And next week, the week after, back-to-back training, SOC core skills with John Strand. So if you want to spend 2 weeks getting educated from John Strand himself, don't sleep on this opportunity. They only come around a couple times a year. Too late will be the cry when the man with the Antisyphon John Strand training has passed you by. All right, guys, each episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, just like this one, is worth 1/2 of a CPE. So say what's up in chat. Grab a screenshot, because at the end of the year, when you're counting up your CPEs, you're going to have oodles of them, way more than you need. So just count up those screenshots, divide by 2, and that's how many CPEs you got. Love it, love it, love it. If you're live, drop a hashtag Team SC in chat, like Senfilis, Leon Elliott, Brian White, Akin Adewal, and Maloney. Maloney, the current baton holder. Good to see you, Maloney. All right, guys. But guess what? You know what that sound is? Ooh, what's that sound, Jerry? That's the sound of progress. Hey, if you are here for the first time, you picked a good day to show up. Let us know in chat. Hashtag first timer. Hashtag first timer. Hashtag first timer. If it's your first time in chat, if today's your first day, we got a special sound effect and we have a special emote for you. And we also have a special activity. We're about to go around the world, guys, and I can't wait. Love it, love it, love it. Listen, y'all. Oh, I forgot I gotta put a pin chat up. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. This is what production looks like. This is production real time. Doink, doink. Mods, if you see a first timer, let me know so I can, actually, the whole community, let me know. You guys are always so great dropping those emotes. Worldwide Wednesdays presented by IT Pro from ACI Learning, the international online training solution that professionals in cyber, audit, and IT turn to. For binge-worthy content, use promo code SimplyCyber30 to get 30% off your first month or first year. Link in the description below. Dude, IT Pro is awesome. ACI Learning is awesome. Let's go. Thank you for sponsoring the Worldwide Wednesday segment. All right, guys, here's the deal. I ask you where you are, set the clock to 2 minutes, 22 seconds, and we see if we can go around the world. Let's go. Here we go. 2 minutes. Set the clock now. Clock set. Where are you, Team SC? Where are you, Team SC? Let's see where you are. Abdullah Niazi in Afghanistan. Thank you, Abdullah, coming online for the Middle East right away. Cybertron down in Kennesaw, Georgia, got in the United States online. Senfilis is in Poland. Yes, sir. Europe is online. My man, Tom Bishop, always representing the boot. Canada's in the house. What's up, Niagara Falls? Good to see you. Barbados, that's going to take me a minute to find. SSD bringing Africa online with South Africa. Botswana bringing it online. What's up, Botswana? Love it, love it, love it. Where's my Botswana? Oh, Botswana, where are you? Oh, my God. I know you're here, Botswana. We'll come back. We'll come back to Botswana. Mods, I need a map. Where's Botswana? I refuse to let this go. Damn it. All right, I'll come back to Botswana. Alberta, Canada. Philippines is in the house. We got Asia online. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I see the UK. Nigeria is online. We got the UK. We got Nigeria online. Yes, sir. Thank you, Nigeria. Ethiopia. God, Africa's coming correct today. Dirty Jersey's in the house. What's up, Santa Fe? Love it. Left Coast, Davey and Alexander getting up early this morning. Love it. What's up, Romania? Nice. Romania's coming on hot. Where's our Egypt? Egypt's in the house. Nigeria, we got you, Nigeria. Zimbabwe. Ooh, Zimbabwe. Boom. Africa's strong. Cyprus. Ooh, Cyprus might be too small on the map to get. I got Malta. Ethiopia. Oh, Botswana. I see you right next to Nambia. Boom. Thank you. Look at this. Look at this heat map down in lower South Africa. Come on. Where is Australia? Where is South America? We got Raymond and bringing on the Puerto Rico. Nice. Puerto Rico's in the house. We got Bahamas, Botswana. I got it. Kuta Chimera. Thank you. Pitcairn Island. We'll have to Google that one. All right. Ethiopia, Florida, Australia. Did we get Australia? Thank you. Boom. All right. Let's take an inventory here. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. I see North Dakota, Western New York. Very nice. England, UK, we got you on the represent. The only thing I'm asking is no South Africa, huh? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Zishan Ali, thank you very much. Guys, look at this. Look at this representation. Africa just all over the map. North America, although we had a kind of a layup. There's 2 countries. Europe online. Philippines bringing Asia online. Afghanistan, Middle East. We got Puerto Rico. I'm going to say that's Central America, which I know it's not exactly, but I'm taking advantage of it. But no South America. Damn. All right, guys. We did all right. It's respectable. It's respectable, but no South America. Usually we have some like Peru, Colombia is usually in the house, but that's okay. All right, guys. Good job, everybody. That was Worldwide Wednesday. Thank you all so very much for playing. But now, as you all know, it's time to get to work. So do me a favor. Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over all of us in an awesome wave. So ZMF, I know Mexico. I know Mexico is in North America. I know that. I misspoke when I said 2. I said 2 because 2 countries had lit up. But thank you. All right, here we go. Sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us in an awesome wave. See you guys at the mid-roll.
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. I'm Sean Kelly. U.S. indicts Lockbit ransomware ringleader. Following up on a story we brought to you yesterday on cybersecurity headlines, on Tuesday, the DOJ charged the mastermind behind the notorious Lockbit ransomware as a service operation. The DOJ unmasked 31-year-old Russian national Dmitry Yurevich Koroshev in a 26-count indictment that includes charges of fraud, extortion, and damaging protected computers. The charges carry a combined maximum penalty of 185 years in prison. Koroshev is accused of designing Lockbit, recruiting affiliates, and maintaining Lockbit's infrastructure and leak site. Koroshev allegedly received over $100 million in proceeds from ransom payments. The U.S. is offering a reward of up to $10 million for information leading to his arrest. Similar sanctions were also announced on Tuesday by the United Kingdom and Australia.
All right, so
Regulators, mount up. It was a
winning. So Dmitry Koroshev, you have been unmasked as the ringleader behind Lockbit. I just want to so this is the first time I've actually seen him. I just want to my initial first thought, the picture on the right, okay, maybe sussy sus. Picture on the left, dude, that looks like any guy you would bump into at Black Hat or DEF CON, right? That he does not look like a criminal mastermind, not that there is a look, but my point is, could be anyone. I researched this yesterday because it was the hottest news dropping. Dude, he lives in Russia. Russia doesn't have extradition with, United States, UK, Australia. So it's unlikely that this dude will ever be brought to justice unless he makes the most boneheaded decision to leave Russia. But I mean, I'm sure he lives a good life in Russia. But my point is he can no longer travel, to many, many countries in the world. If he does, he'll get rung up and on charges that could lead to 185 years in jail. 185 years. I know they're doing a lot with AI and bioengineering, but I don't know if we're going to get to 185 years anytime soon. Here's 180. Also, I want to point out that he made half a $500 million in ransom payments. He made that much. He did. This guy, $500 million in money. Not Lockbit, him. So just to give you like, I guess, I don't know, like, to me, like, I can't wrap my head around that. $500 million. It just goes to show you, why I've like lost my mind over the last, year and a half, 2 years, talking about ransomware as a blight on society and we need to ring it in. $500 million this one dude made from affiliate models, right? So you could just imagine how many organizations. I think I read yesterday that over 2,500 businesses have been victims of Lockbit. That's 2,500, potential, businesses who have employees with families that may have lost their job, or you know what I mean. Like it's devastating. Hospitals that couldn't provide service to patients and stuff like that. So, anyways, we're going to double down on the Chief Wiggum. Just way to go, international law enforcement. I hope we get a Darknet Diaries personally on this particular takedown. Again, it's a pending investigation, I'm sure, so it won't be anytime soon. But Operation Kronos for the win. Again, this guy, there are OFAC sanctions now put against him personally, which I used to think was like, what's the big deal? But now, if you get hit with Lockbit, it's a crime if you pay the ransom. Like, basically, if you trade money with this guy, it's a crime. So, like, this guy is kneecapped basically on the international stage as far as a business person goes. So he's only really allowed to do business now with Russia and countries like that are, I guess, affiliated with Russia. I don't know exactly how all the OFAC stuff works, but just know that, yeah, dude, 100 hospitals this guy hit. 100 hospitals. Way to go, law enforcement. They actually are in possession of 2,500 decryption keys. Maybe that's where I read the 2,500. Also, I just want to point out, yesterday we had shown a screenshot from the dark web of Lockbit's leak site. Eric Taylor had provided that. I also read that Lockbit, this dude right here, was like basically scrambling to look like he still had his crap together, and that those victims were actually either not accurate or they were victims that were compromised prior to the takedown by law enforcement. Obviously, law enforcement, this was a big fish. This is about as big a fish as it gets, and that's why law enforcement was kind of dangling and mocking this guy a little bit. But anyways, hey, mark the date, May 8th. A massive win for the good guys and the good pros, good people. All right, this is a major win. Double.
Dogo discloses cyber attack that compromised patient health data.
Honestly, I'm sorry. Like, this is such a massive win that, like, I almost feel like we could just shut the stream down for the day. Like, this is enough news to fill the cups overflowing. Amazing.
Firm disclosed in an SEC filing on Tuesday that threat actors breached its systems and stole patient health data. DocGo provides mobile health and ambulance services and remote monitoring for patients in 30 U.S. states and across the United Kingdom. DocGo has engaged third-party cyber experts to aid in their investigation and is actively reaching out to affected individuals. The company said that a limited number of healthcare records were affected and that they do not expect the attack to have a material impact on their operations or finances.
Okay. I don't know if you guys caught that. Let me just read again. I don't research these stories, so what they just said was very interesting. That last bit there. It was determined that hackers stole protected health information. Okay. Yeah. All right. So check this out. This is just filthy. Okay. All right. So check it out. This company basically is like a mobile healthcare service provider. Okay. They drive around, they come to your house, they whatever, right? You got a boo-boo, they come put a Band-Aid on it. They suffered a cyber attack. The cyber attack, the hackers got data and exfilled it of patient information. Now, this is a publicly traded company, which is why they had to file an 8K filing with the SEC, et cetera. What they said was, I don't know if you heard the last little bit. I'm actually gonna play it again. Listen to this.
Affected individuals. The company said that a limited number of healthcare
Right
records
here.
were affected
Right
and
here.
that they do not expect the attack to have a material impact on their operations or finances.
They don't expect the attack to have a material impact on their finances or operations. Do you know who they're talking to? Shareholders. They're talking to money.
Straight cash, homie.
They are not talking to patients impacted by this. They are not talking to anyone. This company was hit with a cyber attack, and the only victims are the patient's information who was compromised. When you say there's no material impact to business operations, what they're saying is shareholders, people who invested in our company, don't sweat it. This actually doesn't matter to us because the victims, the impact rolls downhill to people, not us. We're going to still make that sweet, sweet cash.
Straight cash, homie.
It's gross, dude. I get it. You're a publicly traded company. The CEO has to say something to quell the fears of shareholders, but it's a little, it just feels a little icky. You know what I'm saying? But this is the deal. Like, we've become so normalized to breaches that the impact to the business is no longer like an issue, right? Dude, in 2014, Target got hit with a point of sale credit card skimming software, right? And it was like, oh my God, like Target lost like 30% share that day, and it took months to recover. Today, Dogo, they literally just come out and say like, don't sweat it. It's not like, we're fine. Again, there's a perverse incentive. Businesses will implement cybersecurity, right? They have to have some level or else it's gross negligence. But for the most part, where is the motivation for Dogo to, like, dude, they're just going to re-image the machine, all right? I'm being awfully simple and playful here, but like, they're just going to re-image the machine and get back to work. There's no like, hey, we should do a lessons learned. Hey, we should hire some staff. Hey, we you know what I mean? Like, they hired a third-party IR firm to come in and make sure that the compromise is completely cleaned out and back up and running. But there's no incentive, right? And with that, and this is part of the problem. Okay, hold on. Eric Taylor's got thoughts here. He says he wishes he was in the studio so he could say that this is incorrect. Eric, if you could comment on what I'm saying that is incorrect, I would appreciate that. I do feel strongly about this, about part of the broken system in the United States and with capitalism, which I'm all about capitalism, don't get me wrong. But part of the broken problem is the customers are the victims in this case, and the businesses there's no real incentive for them to implement stronger information security. All right, we'll get back to what. All right, so we'll have to see. You don't have to drop a super chat. Just tell me like what's your beef.
Payroll data breach exposed data of UK military personnel. British defense officials said Tuesday that names and bank details of as many as 272,000 soldiers, sailors, and Air Force members have been exposed in a breach of a third-party payroll system. Media reports surfaced indicating that Chinese hackers are suspected of carrying out the cyber attack, and the Ministry of Defense said it could not rule out state involvement. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs responded to the allegations, stating it opposed all forms of cyber attacks as well as the use of cybersecurity issues to deliberately smear other countries for political purposes. New attack.
All right, so we covered this story yesterday when when the mods built out the playlist for the stories yesterday. So this story we know a little bit more about. This was a third party that was managing payroll for the Ministry of Defense, so not the Ministry of Defense themselves. Remember Grant Shapps, completely UK name. I feel like this is the actual story we covered yesterday. All I would like to know is, how was the third party breached? Was it because they had crappy passwords and no MFA? Is it because they're running Avanti VPN and didn't patch it because they're not paying attention? I don't know. We covered this story yesterday, so I'm not going to beleaguer this one I don't think that's the right use of the word beleaguer. I'm not going to bother with this story. Basically, third-party risk. You got to manage it. You got to patch it. You got to patch it.
Hack leaks VPN traffic using rogue DHCP servers. Researchers at Leviathan Security have detailed a new attack dubbed Tunnel Vision that can route traffic outside a VPN's encryption tunnel, allowing attackers to snoop unencrypted traffic. The issue stems from a vulnerability in Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, or DHCP's, lack of an authentication mechanism for incoming messages that could enable route manipulation. The researchers said for the attack to work, victims would need to first connect to an attacker-controlled DHCP server, which puts users of public Wi-Fi at the greatest risk. The vulnerability has been present since at least 2002, but there are no known cases of active exploitation in the wild.
All right, hold on. First of all, the Register, this particular news outlet, they always use funny terms like miscreant. And this one, they're kind of dunking on. So Leviathan Security Group are the security researchers that discovered this vulnerability. And the Register refers to them as eggheads, which is kind of derogatory for being a lab person, smart. They've got this attack called Tunnel Vision. I just want to click on it really quick and see if we've got a, oh man, this isn't quite the vulnerability logo that I was hoping for. But they do have a YouTube video demonstrating the capability. Chef's kiss, very nice. Here, I'm going to drop this link. So this is definitely worth checking out. So let me see this. This is a bug that basically allows you, let me see what this allows you to do. This actually seems like it might be a big deal. So you can do an adversarial in the middle attack on a VPN connection. It doesn't matter what VPN service you're using, by the way, or operating system, because the vulnerability is in the DHCP, which is the Dynamic Host Control Protocol, which is DHCP is basically when you connect to a network and you get an IP address magically, DHCP is doing that management and handling it to make sure that you're getting a unique IP address on that network that isn't currently being used by another endpoint, right? IP addresses need to be unique on a network or else we run into conflict. Conflict like me and Eric Taylor right now. The strength of the encryption algorithm a VPN uses make no difference. All right. So again, this is not about encryption or the VPN. It has to do with, somehow it has to do with DHCP. Hopefully they can make this easy for an idiot like me to understand. It reconfigures the operating system network stack. So now we're getting into the TCP IP stack. Ooh, it's getting, we've lifted the hood on the car. And now we're digging down into the guts of the OSI stack here. So if you're able to operate a DHCP server on the same network as someone using a VPN and get that VPN client's machine to use your malicious DHCP server, you can decloak their traffic. Okay. So there's two things here. One, they say like public networks and everything, like you'd have to get on the network. You'd have to create a DHCP server that somehow doesn't conflict with the existing DHCP server. You'd have to get the victim to connect to your DHCP server. You'd have to allocate them an IP address on your DHCP server, which is still capable of delivering network traffic, right? You can't just have like this, you can't have a DHCP server that can't get network access, or else the victim's not going to be able to make a VPN connection. You picking up what I'm putting down? So yes, this is a real issue, but at the same time, I think it might require a lot of things to line up in order to execute it. So I don't think this is a shut it down, let's get in here. But what I do want to bring up is something that I love talking about every once in a while. If you are looking to make a name for yourself, if you're looking to do security research or whatever, there are basically every protocol has a standard, right? Let me do this. The more you know.
That Hansel's so hot right
sorry,
now.
That was a misfired so hot right now. Every protocol has a standard, right? RFCs. You go look at TCP TCP IP Illustrated Volume 1, right? So when we say, oh, TCP, three-way handshake, when you actually look at a TCP, frame, essentially, look at this really quick. I just want to show you, because this is important. I think this is important. Okay. Let me see. TCP packet. Is it a packet? I think it's a packet. Yeah, look. Again, this isn't to get deep in the weeds. This isn't to get wicked deep in the weeds, but just bear with me for a second. This is a TCP packet, one packet, and you can see source destination port. Sure, no problem. We know that. Sequence number. Okay, that's why TCP is connectionful, because there's a sequence number, so the receiving server can reassemble the packets in the correct sequence. Oh, thank you. Like UDP doesn't have a sequence number. But look at these things. We have a reserved field. We have flags. We have options. We have padding. Okay, so there's extra pieces of a TCP packet that people don't normally think of. It just works, right? So when you look at TCP and Wireshark or something like that, yeah, you're looking at source and destination. Maybe you're looking at the flags, whatever. But if you take a minute and you actually get into the protocol, you can start to understand what's going on. With this particular one, DHCP, which has been around forever, has all these different options, right? So you could investigate these options, right? Most people just use the normal TCP options. But if you look at option 121, oh my gosh, there's this opportunity for an administrator to assign a classless route option automatically on a client's routing table. Oh, this has always been there, right? This has always been there. But finally, a security researcher did that. So all of this is, I'm saying all this because I suffer from this too. A lot of people think like, oh, if I'm going to do security research, I've got to look at brand new stuff that just came out, because all the meat has been picked off the bone of DHCP. It's been around for 25 years. Why would there be anything new to understand or figure out there? Why would I look at TCP? Why would I look at BGP? Because look in the margins, look in the fringe flags and the fringe options and the fringe, elements of the protocol, because in those fringes, in those margins, there's opportunity to discover new things. And by the way, if you find something in a well-established protocol, I guarantee you're going to make news, right? Again, it depends on what your goals are, but just know, security researchers, it doesn't have to be, bleeding edge 6G. I'm getting all up in 6G's business, because THCP, it's got problems, y'all.
And now a word from our sponsor, Vanta. Are lengthy security reviews pulling attention away from your security program? With the largest network of trust centers, Vanta can help you streamline security reviews to win customer trust, save time, and close deals fast. Proactively demonstrate security by showcasing key resources like your SOC 2 and ISO 27001, and provide real-time evidence for passing controls. And when a security questionnaire is required, Vanta takes the first pass for you. Visit vanta.com/CISO to take a tour. That's VANTA.com/CISO.
Hey, all. I'm not sure we got any first timers in chat, but if you're a first timer here, welcome to the party, pal. Oh, that's my audience thing. Hold on. Hey, guys, I want to say shout out and thank you, all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the community. Hashtag Team SC. Great to see you guys. Solid Wednesday morning, off and running. Shout out to the stream sponsors, Barricade Cyber, Delete Me, and Antisyphon. Really quickly, before we get into the goodness that is the Simply Cyber Community Challenge, I just want to say quick shout out and love to Delete Me, guys. If you didn't know, I'm a person who exists publicly, right? I got hot takes all day, every day up on the stream. So I'm pretty aware of my privacy and personal security. And it's really easy to find my personal information online. I actually had someone DM me yesterday some personal information, which I totally didn't, I appreciate it. But at the same time, I was like, oh, my God. So the nice thing is I recently found a solution that can help me with this, and it's called a service called Delete Me. It's a subscription service that removes personal information from the largest search databases on the web, and in the process helps prevent ID theft, doxing, and phishing scams. And you get a personalized privacy report showing info they found, where they found it, what they're going to do. And the cool thing is Delete Me does all the hard work, basically outsourcing, managing your online privacy. And guys, literally, I found something yesterday that someone sent me, and I sent it to Delete Me, and they said, we'll take care of it. So like you can literally find stuff and just send it to them, and they handle it, which I absolutely love. Today, get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber, link on the screen here. Use promo code simplycyber at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and enter code simplycyber at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/simplycyber. Thank you, Delete Me, for your support. Also want to say shout out to Kayla Sturgeon for supporting the channel. Well said, Jerry. Also making me want to watch the show Fringe again. # Team SC. Love it, Kayla Sturgeon. Former Air Force, Kayla Sturgeon, mind you. Everybody should know about that. Guys, I want to tell you about the Simply Cyber Community Challenge. My friend Maloney is in chat. Maloney, current baton holder, tag someone. Hey, if you want to share your cyber story and more importantly, blow up your professional network, go ahead and raise your hand right now. Go on Simply Cyber, go on LinkedIn, excuse me, and search for the # Simply Cyber Community Challenge. Connect with the people who are posting. Tag me, I'll amplify it. But the important thing is the Simply Cyber Community Challenge hashtag is how we connect with each other on LinkedIn. It's simple as that. The posts allow you to learn a bit more about the community members. That's why we do one a day. So Maloney, tag someone, and let's keep the train going on the Simply Cyber Community Challenge. All right, guys, we've already done the fun activity Worldwide Wednesday, so we'll just sit here for the laws. Get your coffee refilled if you want. As soon as we're done with the laws, we're going to jump in and get the stories done. So just a little, here we go. All right, solid, everybody. Let's finish strong. Let's go.
Biden signs bill to protect children from online sexual abuse and exploitation. Last week, lawmakers proposed a bipartisan bill to protect children from online sexual exploitation. On Tuesday, President Biden officially signed the REPORT Act into law. This marks the first time that websites and social media platforms are legally obligated to report crimes related to federal trafficking, grooming, and enticement of children to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's cyber tip line. Under the new law, companies that intentionally neglect to report child sex abuse material on their site will suffer a hefty fine. For example, platforms with over 100 million users will be fined $850,000 for a first-time offense.
All right. So yeah, yes, let's go. Thank you. I think, basically exploiting children is deplorable. I mean, it's absolutely vile. And, I'm almost like beside myself that this now is just coming into being a bill, or a law, excuse me. I mean, obviously they're targeting the larger social media platforms like Instagram, Meta, Facebook, whatever, Twitter. Dude, guys, kids are easily impressed. There's a reason that we don't let kids kind of out until at least 16, if not 18. And I was an idiot up until 25. Okay. So we need to protect our children, for crying out loud. And the access that predators have in 2024 for not just being creepy and stuff, but also grooming. Think of Chris Hansen and that whole that whole show To Catch a Predator, that was like early days of online. Now, dude, anyone can spin up like I'm not saying Blippi is a bad person, but like a Blippi-like show and basically target kids and be like, oh, like, hey, I give out free Robux. I give out free Fortnite skins. You want Minecraft coins? Connect with me. Like, I don't want to say it's trivial, but here's the deal. I love that this is a law. I love that there is a penalty for not following the reporting of the law. 850 grand for your first offense is kind of, it's a lot for me and you, but for a platform that makes billions of dollars, I don't know if this is necessarily, gonna change their behavior. Also, I just want to say, like, I don't understand how this is going to work, right? They're legally obligated to report crimes, but how do you, like, who's reporting it? Like, do they have here's the thing. I love this, but like, let's think about how this gets operationalized. Okay. Does Meta have a committee that's looking for these things? Are they introducing AI that's going to scan these things? The Missing and Exploited Children's National Center tip line, do they have the resources and bandwidth to take in all of these reports and take action on them in a timely manner? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is great pub and we can all take a victory lap, but the devil is in the details. Ideas, like, this applies to everything. Ideas are great. Ooh, cool idea. Ooh, awesome idea. Definitely need a law for that. That's a good idea. Implementation is hard. I can give you 10 ideas before lunch. Implementing them is very hard. And this is why you see people like, ooh, I'm going to do all this stuff. Like, big sale. Like, oh man, I got, like these huge ideas. We're going to revolutionize the world. And then it doesn't materialize. Implementation is hard. This right here, I hope they get it right. But we just saw last week or 2 weeks ago that there was a story about AI generated, CSAM material, which is basically inappropriate kid images. And like, because of Gen AI and the ability to AI generate tons and tons of this inappropriate material, the resources that take in that information to process, we're getting overwhelmed, and they could only do like 7% of submissions or something like that. So the devil's in the details. Also, this is an important story, but at the same time, not a cybersecurity story.
Hackers exploit light speed cache flaw to create WordPress admins. Hackers have been targeting WordPress sites with an outdated version of the Lightspeed Cache plugin to create administrator accounts and gain control of websites. Lightspeed Cache is used in over 5 million WordPress sites and speeds up page loads, improves visitor experience, and boosts Google search rankings. In April, researchers observed a spike in threat actors compromising sites with vulnerable plugins using a high-severity unauthenticated cross-site scripting flaw. WordPress site admins are recommended to update plugins to the latest version, remove or disable unneeded components, and monitor for newly created admin accounts.
All right. I mean, whatever. Welcome to 2024. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Oh, hey, guys. 2016's on the phone. They want their WordPress vulnerable, plugins back. Like, come on. If you're running WordPress, keep your plugins clean. Like, everybody goes YOLO with WordPress plugins and then doesn't shut them down. Shut it down, John Taffer. So anyways, here's the thing. I'm gonna drop two pieces of knowledge on this one. One is actionable for practitioners today, and one is something you should just be aware of. If you're running the Lightspeed Cache plugin, either patch it, you gotta patch it, or shut it down, remove it, whatever. Threat actors can create admin users on that WordPress site and take it over. That is a complete compromise, and you don't want that happening, obviously. They are able to discover them quite quickly using, scanners on the internet that are just probing IP addresses 0.0.0.0 through 255, 255, 255, 255. I'm simplifying, so please don't drop in chat that RFC 1918 IPs don't get scanned and there's certain IP addresses that are special. I know, like I'm just making a point that it's trivial to scan the entire range of the internet. Second thing I want to point out, we don't get to say this very often. I don't know if you can see this on stream very well, but this is malicious JavaScript. It doesn't matter. It's malicious code. What I wanted to point out is that threat actors will regularly write malware and then give stupid names to their variables and function calls in order to make it more difficult for analysis. So if you didn't know that, or if you haven't seen it before, this is what it looks like. This is actually a little bit de-obfuscated, honestly, more than you would normally see. You can see where it's like XML HTTP request. You could see, basically the directory structure and stuff like that it's looking for. Usually that gets obfuscated as well. But anyways, if you didn't know, one of the easy anti-analysis techniques that threat actors use is to obfuscate code.
2/3 of organizations failing to address AI risks. According to new research from Cisa, just 34% of digital trust professionals believe organizations are paying sufficient attention to AI ethical standards. Under a third said organizations are adequately addressing AI concerns such as data privacy and bias. This despite 60% of respondents stating that employees at their organization are using generative AI tools in their work. The study showed that the number of organizations now formally permitting the use of Gen AI is up 14% compared to just 6 months ago. The 3 most common ways AI is currently being used is to increase productivity, automate repetitive tasks, and create written content.
Oh my God. Okay. So this should come as absolutely zero surprise to anyone. Okay? I'll read the title again, and then I'll read the actual title. 2/3 of organizations failing to address AI risks. No, what that says is 2/3 of organization moving at blistering speed to monetize AI.
Straight cash, homie.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This is capitalism. Like, dude, you really think businesses are slapping ChatGPT plugins or APIs all over the place? If you were at RSA, let me know. Was AI all over the place? RSA happened this week. Let me know if you're at RSA, if it's AI everywhere. I bet money that matters, that AI is all over the freaking place there. 2/3 of organizations aren't failing to address AI risks. 2/3 of organizations are actually prioritizing how to monetize and capitalize AI, and then they'll get to the AI risk.
Shall we play a game?
Right? So again, this is capitalism, okay? 3,200 digital trust professionals. That's a new concept. Digital trust? What is that? How many digital trust professionals we have in chat right now? Let me know. 34% believe. Okay, so that's not really this is not really believe. That's not really a good survey question. 60% of respondents state that employees at their org are using Gen AI. 60% say employees are using Gen AI. That means that 40% of respondents don't know that their staff are using Gen AI. Dude, again, like statistics can be bent. 60% of respondents state employees are using Gen AI at work. I'm telling you, 100% are using it, or 99%. And Carl just hasn't figured it out, okay? 42% of orgs are now formally permit the use of Gen AI. That's kind. I mean, people are still already using it. And AI is being used to increase productivity, automate repetitive tasks, etc. Okay, so here's the deal. I'll take a step back now that I've like ranted about capitalism. Here's the deal. If you, this is a big thing. Okay, so like this is not something we solve on Wednesday morning with a cup of coffee. Okay, but listen to me. This is a big thing, strategic, okay? Staff want to know, everybody wants to use AI, okay? Just like everybody wanted to use cloud systems 5 years ago, okay? Everyone wants to use it. They look to executives or the chief information security officer or you, right? How do I use AI? I want to use AI to do my job, but I also want to do it right. Like most people want to do their job and go home, right? And if they want to know, how do I use AI? Am I allowed to use AI? And it's absolutely lazy to say, no, you cannot use AI. If you don't use AI, you will be left behind. Okay. So businesses need to embrace AI, but you need to set expectations, set standards, educate, train, whatever. Because if you don't do this, staff are going to use it anyways. So you have to get in front of it. This is a kind of a hot take. This is a philosophical position. I am firmly in the camp that you need to have a chief AI officer at your organization. You cannot straddle the CIO with AI responsibility. AI is just too big an animal with too much complexity to ask the CIO to also own AI. It needs to be a chief AI officer. Now, obviously, if you're like a 100-person business, you're not going to have a chief AI officer. But if you're a large organization, you really should have one. The boards are going to be asking about AI. Staff are going to be asking about AI. Your shareholders are going to be asking about AI. Like, it's so many dimensions of how AI is going to be used and what's okay and how do we maximize its value and all these things. I'm firmly in that camp. So anyways, ChatGPT.
Shall we play a game?
AI is here. AI is being used. I've said this a million times. Like, I almost want a sticker of this. You got to ride the lightning. Okay. If you say like, oh no, hey, AI, I'll just catch the next train. That train is never coming back through that station. You're going to be standing on that platform landing with a handful of nothing, wondering, when's the next train coming? And everybody else is going to be on it's like a Coors Light train, just like silver bulleting through the Rockies. Jesse Johnson knows what I'm talking about, right? And it's just going to be like, people of the world, join hands, right? Please disregard my singing capabilities there. But my point is, get on the AI train and ride the lightning, or else you're going to be left behind. You need a chief AI officer, or staff is going to use it, and you're going to run into data breaches, data compromises, data leak, all the datas.
Cisa is moving the needle on vulnerability remediation. Cisa launched its ransomware vulnerability warning pilot in January of 2023 and issued 1,754 warning notices to entities with vulnerable internet accessible devices in its first year. The agency said that nearly half, for a total of 852, of these notifications resulted in organizations either patching, briefly taking systems offline to fix the issue, or otherwise mitigating exploitable flaws. The pilot program is set to launch as a fully automated warning system by the end of next year. Meanwhile, another CISA-led initiative called Known Exploited Vulnerabilities, or KEV, which the agency introduced in 2021, is also speeding up vuln remediation times. The KEV is designed to notify government agencies and enterprises of high-risk threats in the wild. BitSite reported that critical KEVs are remediated 2.6 times faster than non-KEV threats, while high-severity KEVs are fixed 1.8 times faster. Nonprofits and NGOs are the slowest to remediate, while tech companies and insurance and financial firms are the fastest.
All right. So a couple things here. One, let's go. All right. So obviously, Cisa. They didn't mention Jen Easterly, but, Cisa is Jen's agency, so it's Jen adjacent. So we're going to drop Jen emotes in chat. So Cisa's early warning system. This is basically their known vulnerability exploit catalog. A brilliant initiative, I might add. Let me go ahead and pull this up so everybody knows about it. Because if you didn't know, now you know. This thing is so dope. Okay. Check this out. Cisa's known exploited vulnerabilities catalog. If you're a vulnerability man, yeah, it is so hot. That's right.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Known vulnerability management catalog or known exploited vulnerability catalog is so hot right now. Thank you very much. So this is real data. Okay, 852 organizations protected themselves from getting ransomware. That is a win. Put it on the board. Let's hang a banner. That's a win, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dude, vulnerability management is brutal. Look at Casually Joseph right now. Just sad. Like, where's that SpongeBob meme of him just looking beat up? Like, vulnerability management can be tough, okay? And when you have 1 million open vulnerabilities, how do you prioritize which ones to close? How do you know, hey, we should take this system offline versus, I'll get to it when I get to it? The known exploited vulnerability catalog empowered us to make those decisions. Hey, this is actively exploited. Hey, Avanti VPN is getting hosed right now. Hey, Screen Connect is wicked easy to exploit. Hey, Move It is just getting jammed up by Clop ransomware. These are the things that enable us to help our businesses reduce risk immediately. Okay, here we go. If you don't use the known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, this is you doing vulnerability management. Okay, you're just like, oh, please make it stop. Make it stop. So not only is it a good idea, not only have I been flipping out, yelling into this microphone for over a year about how awesome this is, now there's data to support the claim that it is actually helping. It is driving cyber risk reduction. Guys, ransomware is a blight. I've said it a million times. It is going to take a multi-pronged approach to curbing it. We've got international law enforcement kicking butt on the top tier threat actors. We've got information security best practices all over the place on how to secure your assets. And we've got Cisa helping us know what we're supposed to be looking at first and foremost based on intel and telemetry that they have. It's an absolute win. Let's go.
And that does it for today's cybersecurity headline.
And that does it for today's information security. We didn't have an infographic today, but I am excited to share with chat that I have a incoming new sound effect for the soundboard that I think is going to be quite well received by the community. I had 2 different people reach out to me yesterday with the idea. BSEC's going to make the sounder. I think you guys are going to love it. I will just tell you, it will play whenever there's an infographic on screen. And if you're new here, you'll figure it out. But if you're a long time, you know exactly what that means. All right, guys. Hey, stay with us because it's Wednesday. We're going to do jaw jacking in 30 minutes. But more importantly, if you stay with us, 2 Cyber Chicks has a brand new video dropping with Joe Hudson. You guys know Joe Hudson. He's a legend, works over at TCM Security, but he's been in the industry helping everybody, being a friend. He's a personal friend of mine for years. And that's going to be dropping at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time later today. So stay tuned. We're going to do a Simply Cyber raid on Simply Cyber. What a boss move. Very Inception-like. If you got to go, we'll see you later. Maybe you got to go to a 9 a.m. meeting and then come back for the 9:30. That's cool. Either way, I hope you got value from the stream. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Thank you so very much. And we're going to go do jaw jacking, which is an opportunity to get all of your cybersecurity questions answered. And I might even tease out that new sound effect if you want. Be well, everybody. Until next time, stay secure. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Jaw Jacking. I am your host, Jerry Guy, coming at you live right off the heels of the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief with that nerd, Dr. Gerald Auger. But for the next 30 minutes, guys, we're just going to kick it. I'll answer any questions. Chat is full of really smart, supportive, inclusive people who can answer questions as well. Mod chat, it looks like Eric Taylor, Jesse Johnson, Casually Joseph, BSEC, Justin Gold are all online. It's been a minute since we saw Jenny Housley. I hope everything's good with you, Jenny. Kimberly can fix it's on the left coast, probably asleep right now. Saw her at a late after party at Optive's after party, getting crazy. So what's up, everybody? Let's chat. Roseman, thank you. Let's see. Abdullah Niazi saying, I'm planning to take active defense cyber deception. You're going to love it. My question is, which is better, on demand or live, despite the fact that on demand time management? Oh no, dude, do it live. Here's the thing, Abdullah Niazi. When you're doing it live, like the way that chat is right now, Antisyphon uses Discord in a student chat. So not only are you engaging with each other, it's active in the class. You can ask questions. John will respond. And also, honestly, when it's live, I feel like you're more engaged. You're prioritizing it. If it's on demand, you might let it play and then I'm just going to take a quick break, or I'll get to it later, and then later doesn't happen. Personally, I've taken it live. It's 4 hours a day for 4 days. So it's not like you have to take work off. Like you can do work and then work in the class and then do work. You know what I mean? So I think it's good. Who's this guy, Lee Mueller? That's right. This is my alter identity. Look, it's me. It's me, Dr. Gerald Auger. Just kidding. It's Jerry guy. Okay. We have fun down here. We have fun. Jessica Probst, aka Cyber Kill Jane. Yeah. And actually, Kimberly Can Fix It sent me a video from the Optiv party last night. It looked like a banger, but they were playing, wait for it, they were playing Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me, and they were playing, where is it? They played Regulators, Mount Up, right? So, way to go. Thanks, Kimberly. Hold on, I'm trying to jump down here. There we go. Bro, Discord, you're killing me, Smalls. All right, here we go. The upcoming class, Flakinator says, the upcoming class is asking for VMware, but the store is offline to download the software, waiting for a reply. Interesting. I'm not sure. They do have a really good Discord server with a lot of helpful people. So that's what's up. Deb Wigley. What's up, Deb? Deb Wigley's in chat. Abdullah Niazi. Deb Wigley is from Black Hills Antisyphon. And she said, do it live for sure. So that's a strong endorsement. Yes, Tom Bishop, the Sippy Cup. If you guys didn't know, I have a travel coffee mug that has been dubbed the Sippy Cup because it looks like a child's sippy cup. And it's a permanent fixture of the mobile studio now. So come at me, brah. Oh, yeah, hit that like button. I forgot to ask earlier. I'm not even hitting the like button. I don't even know. Hit the like button. We appreciate it. Ooh, so what's up? Can I help anyone? How's everyone doing? Hey, by the way, let me just share this. Every Tuesday, so yesterday, every Tuesday at noon Eastern time, Antisyphon, specifically Zach Hill, runs a cybersecurity AMA or Ask Me Anything Discord live event. I attended yesterday. It's phenomenal. I've attended a few times. They do a great job over there. If you're not sure, I don't know, Deb, can we drop a link to the Antisyphon Discord server in chat? There's 382 people here. I want you guys to know the weekly Tuesday Antisyphon AMA is chock full of value. They always have it and like you have to show up live because A, it's not recorded, and B, you don't know who's going to be on the stage, right? Like yesterday, it was like a really, really offensive kind of panel. It was this guy named White Rhino or Rhino, Leonardo Nunez from the Simply Cyber community was there, like very, very talented penetration testers answering your questions, right? I was there too, but I was there in case a GRC question came up. All right. Austin Fraley says, oh, wait. Wow, there's a bunch of questions in here now. Hold on. I got to take a screenshot and get these in chat so I mod myself here. What are your best tips to be an advocate for security patches remediation when yours is the only voice that seems to care about it? Megan Gray, what I would recommend, Megan, is you got to think of your audience and you got to think of what matters to them, right? So you can't just be like, you got to patch it. You got to say something like, hey, we need to patch this thing, or else the system could go down. It's actively being exploited in the wild, and we would suffer downtime. We wouldn't be able to, like, what's the impact? I guess that's what you really need to communicate is what is the impact? Because if you say you got to patch something, the business is going to say, so what? So imagine that you want to do something and the person you're going to talk to is going to say, so what? Answer that question in advance. No, that's perfect, BSEC. Answer that question in advance and make it a win-win. Take them along, bring value to them. That's the trick, right? Or, you never want to say told you so, but what are some good books for cyber newbies? Austin Fraley, what are good books for cyber newbies? Well, it kind of depends on what kind of books you're looking for, Austin. If you're looking for meta books, and what's up to Sparrow Johnson in chat? If you're looking for more industry books, right? Let me share this with you. Also, shout out to the librarian, aka Christina, #TeamSC, who actually curates or manages the list here. She's awesome. So here's a link. I'm looking at the books here. So Austin Fraley, Fancy Bear Goes Fishing is phenomenal. The first book I would go for, honestly, is this book right here. This Is How They Tell Me the World Ends. Oh my God, so good. So good, Austin. Love this book. Let's see, what else is a good one? Tracers in the Dark is another these are all good ones, but I like Tracer in the Dark. Cuckoo's Egg is a seminal classic. It's an older one, but it's seminal classic. Here's my book that I wrote, Cybersecurity Master Plan. If you're looking to get a career, this is a nonfiction book. And then this is Michelle Kahn. If Michelle's in chat, #TeamSC Michelle. This is his book. Excellent book on how to basically drive cyber risk reduction from internal. Megan Frey, this actually could be a good resource for you right here. This book is basically how to kind of handle information security internally. That's why they call it the Phantom CISO, because you're basically not the official CISO, but you are driving change in your organization. Let's see. What other questions we got? I saw one. What advice would you give nonprofits whose staff use AI? Really, caramel drip. I would just, I would Google AI best practices. There's probably some resources already out there. You could even ask AI to draft some practical best practices for staff to consume. Make it easy to learn. Make them aware of hallucinations. Any data they stick in the AI is basically public knowledge at this point. That's what I would say. Davian is new to cyber with a focus on... Oh, no. Davian's a cyber major, so a student. Focus on project management. Wondering what my main focus should be when it comes to upskilling to break into the field. Where should I start? Search, job types. So Davian, you should absolutely do two things. One, within your university or college, you should be connecting with other people who seem to be working hard in your majors, because those are people you want to connect with. Connect with your faculty and demonstrate that you're serious about the major. Ask them questions. How can you help? Build your professional network. Secondly, do as many practical labs. Go to CTFs. Build labs, document these things, get practical hands-on experience. That's what you need to do. Certs are fine. Get a Security Plus, but certs are overrated right now as far as how they're valued in the industry. You definitely want to come out of your degree day one having a professional network. That Indian kid says, I have 2 years of help desk, all 3 CompTIA certs, 2 Antisyphon certs, a Harvard cyber cert. Nice job. I want to transition over to cyber offensive security if possible. Awesome. Do it. What do you recommend for those new to cyber going to their first B-sides? So check this out. Do I have a link for this? I think I have a link for this. Simply, hold on one second. Do we have a link for this? No. Damn it. Mods, do we have a hot link for the Deb Wigley base case BSEC Simply Cyber video? I want to show this to you. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. I've got the perfect answer for you going to your first B-sides, okay? Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Look at this. Look at this panel right here, okay? So I just want to introduce you really quickly, okay? This right here, Simply Cyber mod, base case, awesome. He's the very first squad member. He's been with the community for years and years and years. Love him. This is Deb Wigley. Deb Wigley's in chat right now. Deb Wigley over at Black Hills Antisyphon. She's awesome. Love Deb Wigley. This is DJ BSEC. You might recognize this smiling face right here. Another amazing mod for Simply Cyber and awesome professional. This video is called CyberCon Like a Boss, and it's basically 1 hour of them explaining absolutely how to dominate a conference, just like B-Sides. So, I'm not sure who asked that question. I'm sorry. I think it was Austin Fraley. If it wasn't, I'm sorry, but be a boss at a con. Okay, this is for everybody. Flag this video. This video will never show up in like a YouTube feed or something like that because I didn't prioritize it for SEO, but this is one heck of a resource right here. Also, shout out to Deb Wigley, Base Case, and BSEC. Amazing people. Thank you. BSEC's driving right now, so don't want him swerving off the road. All right, what other questions we got? By the way, how's the music? Is it too loud? I like having a little background music personally. Oh, the music just dipped off. It's going to start a new song. All right, did someone pass the baton for Simply Cyber Community Challenge? That's a good question. Maloney. Jenny Housley always keeps us honest. I don't know if Maloney passed the baton or not. If not, we'll figure it out. Zix is a first-timer. Welcome to the party, pal, Zix. Let's get our first-timer emotes out there. John McLean, welcoming into the party. Very nice. BSEC is at Chick-fil-A. By the way, can I just tell you, the way I feel about infographics, I feel like that's how I feel about Chick-fil-A's drive-through experience. I would go to Chick-fil-A and not even order food just to go through that drive-through. Oh, it's so good. So speaking of that, this actually warrants this. Like, this is the sound effect that I will play when I see an infographic, excuse me. But I'm actually playing it for Chick-fil-A drive-through as well because Chick-fil-A drive-through is so good. When we see an infographic on stream or Chick-fil-A drive-through, so good. So good. So good. Get ready for those horns. All right. Dabs Only says, I want to join my first SOC analyst job. I want to join my first SOC analyst job, but the imposter syndrome's a bit strong. I barely have certs. Good experience with Cisco, but no cert. Lima Charlie Noob and Splunk. Yeah, all right, so check it out. Obviously, Dabs Only, you want to get a good resume and get in that interview. But I want to also... I want to share this with you. I got a video for that. I always got a video. It makes my day when I have a video for that. Okay? Here you go. Bust imposter syndrome in the face, Dabs. Everyone suffers from it. It sucks. But just know if you got those practical skills, you're doing good. You got this, right? Lima Charlie, obviously you understand EDR, Splunk, Sims, right? Get that good experience, right? You got this, Dabs. Don't have imposter syndrome. Just be able to communicate the skills you have, both in written word on your resume as well as verbally in a interview, okay? Oh my God, Eric Taylor's getting Chick-fil-A now. I am hungry. I might grab a breakfast bar. I know I don't like to eat on stream, but all this Chick-fil-A talk's getting me hungry. Are there any resources that you'd recommend when presenting at a tech conference? Ooh. I don't know if I have a video on presenting yet. I don't think I have a video on that. I have so many. I've spoke a lot at conferences. What I would say is ITSA. Here are some recommendations. I don't have recommendation. Well, I have some resources. Okay, so let's go ahead and go around the horn. First of all, whether it's a tech conference. Well, okay. So hold on. First of all, I recommend this. Okay, so on the Simply Cyber Discord server, we have this right here. Under the Love Fusion Center, there is a public speaking link here. This is basically Toastmasters. And they meet up every first Tuesday of the month. And they practice professional speaking, right? So if you want some practice public speaking, that is a formal group that meets and does it. Again, you can go to the Simply Cyber calendar. Go to simplycyber.io and go to the calendar, which is, if you just scroll down, it's at the bottom. Okay, right here. And you could see right here, the first Tuesday, or it's the last Tuesday of the month, last Tuesday of the month. Public speaking, all the links are there. Go practice that. The other thing I would tell you, and this is very important. If you're going to it's a tech conference, so if you're going to do a demonstration of any capacity, record a video of you doing it beforehand. And if you want to go YOLO and do the tech demo live, go for it. But have that video ready and back and available, because tech demos fail all the time. And if there's audio on the video, make sure that you have the capability to put audio out to the audience, okay? You want to be clean. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's go. What else we got here? Poly sauce and the golden barbecue in packet. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Dale Fay saying make an offer to the gods. That's right. Tom Bishop saying you don't have to memorize your whole talk. You just need to know to find the information. You need to be able to speak to it. Yeah, so that's another thing. It does take practice, but do not read your slides to the audience. Your audience can read. Be aware that if you have a ton of text on your slide, soon as you switch to that slide, the audience is no longer listening to you for about 15 seconds. Personally, again, it takes time and effort and energy, but like my slides are typically just images with a little bit of text on them. Selena Marie says the struggle to get an interview for a SOC analyst or anything in cyber is real right now. I know it's a tough market right now. Selena Marie, I'd recommend make sure you're using ChatGPT. Put in the job posting you are looking for and take your resume and put that in there and ask ChatGPT to update your resume for that specific role. That's a good idea. Triple D's in the house. Guys, I've got to eat a granola bar really quickly. Give me a second. I am fading. I'll try to make this as not as inappropriate as possible. I get people like last time I ate on stream, I ate a bagel and people somebody got really mad at me. But listen, we're staying tuned. We're staying through to raid 2 Cyber Chicks stream, and I'm fading. So, Valentino, you're funny. All right, so let's do this. Here. Do I have like an ad or something I can run? What is this? 1 second. Career into something more secure and exciting? Hi, I'm Dr. Gerald Auger, and I'm here to guide you into the world of cybersecurity. Now, whether you're 25 or 45, switching careers can be intimidating and challenging, especially into cybersecurity, which has an overwhelming amount of roles and disciplines. Now, based on my 20 years of industry experience and years of teaching at the Citadel Military College, I've designed and built Cybersecurity 101 to be your one-stop launchpad to new beginnings. Cybersecurity 101 offers over 22 hours of video content, 100 plus lessons, 12 hands-on labs, all starting from the basics, so whether you have IT experience or not, I've got you covered. This course was designed as a comprehensive college-level curriculum and should take about 3 months to complete at 4 hours a week. Try it out and see for yourself. I've made some of the lectures and labs available to access without paying anything, so you can see what's going on. Take the first step towards your new career. Visit simplycyber.io/cyber101 to learn more and enroll in Cybersecurity 101. Your future in cybersecurity starts today. Welcome back, everybody. I just housed that granola bar. Thank you. I knew I had that ad in there for something. Nick Barker. I do love Nick Barker. Guys, if you're going to Wild West Hackin' Fest, there will be a Nick Barker there, and there's only one. He is legend. He's a legendary creature. There's only one. So Itz is asking Kerry how Cyber 101's going. I'll let Kerry answer that. Yeah, I know, Caramel Drip. You'd be crazy. I mean, you'd be surprised what people say to me in the comments. It's crazy. I had someone the other day tell me just straight up, you're lousy. Like, you're lousy. I'm like, okay. Can you elaborate? I mean, I'm not good at a lot of stuff, but, you know, what did you see that I'm lousy at? In my opinion, the only way to get interviews is to know a guy or a girl or gal. The good Dr. Peaches, the importance of network. Oh, preaches, yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, here's my thing. You will never realize the value of networking because it's not like, unless you do it. Like, here's the thing. If I tell you, hey, you got to network, you got to add value, you got to get out there, and you do it for like 1 day, you see no immediate return. It isn't like you do these 3 things and then these 2 things happen because of it. It's the same thing. Like, this is how you should think of networking mentally, okay? You till a bunch of dirt in your backyard. You take a handful of seeds and you throw them on the dirt. Networking is watering the dirt with the seeds in it, right? You water the dirt. Does a flower immediately erupt from the ground like a vine in Super Mario Brothers? No. You got to water it. You got to water it. Now, do all of the seeds you planted sprout? No. And that's true. But you keep watering it. You keep doing it. And lo and behold, some of the flowers start sprouting, start going. And heck, some of them bloom into gorgeous flowers. That's what networking is. That's as a perfect an analogy as I can get. Yeah, networking is a job. You should absolutely treat networking as professional development. Like, you should not be like, nah, networking, right? You absolutely should be. And that doesn't mean you need to be extroverted. That doesn't mean you need to be like a maniac like me, right? It just means you got to find the way that works for you. And James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet and myself gave a talk at Wild West Hackin' Fest last year on multiple ways that you can network, not just for entry-level people, but if you're a practitioner who's been in the industry for like 10 years, whatever, you can network also. There's ways that you can deliver value into a community at various levels in your career journey. Yeah, Triple D. I do. It's easy to stay positive. Like the Simply Cyber community, you guys are so phenomenal. Like, super supportive, super inclusive. And then, you know, like, just everybody's so amazing. 6 minutes to 2 cyber chicks. Let's go. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Maniac on the floor. That's right. Oh, Joel Harrison. Yeah, that sucks. Dude, one of the first things I do is if you've ever seen my I have this thing. I have so many resources, I forget. I have this right here. This book I wrote, The Ultimate Guide to Breaking In. 10 steps. It's a 10-step process. Absolutely proven 10-step process. Step 2, LinkedIn. Step 2, LinkedIn. Okay? Many of you already got this book, but if you want to download this for free, go ahead. It's right there. I just dropped a link in chat. Do you have a video on networking? Yeah, I mean, kinda. Here, let me show you this. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is on Wild West Hackin' Fest's channel. Who asked me that question? Roseman? Roseman, I just dropped a link in chat for you to this video. You can see here. There's me. There's me. And there's my man, James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet. I'm wearing an SC Con shirt. He's wearing a SC Con shirt. And we're straight crushing it. Love it. I love James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet, by the way. Great guy. All right. We're going to be going to 2 cyber chicks in a hot minute. So stay tuned. Pop out chat for that too. Carrie's already over there. All right, lightning round. I can answer a few more questions. We got 2 minutes before stream goes live. We got 2 minutes. Wow. Okay. So, hey, can I share this publicly? All right. Maloney, you still have passed the baton. Maloney, does that mean you did pass the baton or you need to pass the baton? Hey guys, I got a cool win. I got a cool win here. Aaron KG, mod in the community. He's been a little focused on other stuff lately, so he's been a bit quiet. But listen, he applied to a couple GRC analyst jobs today. He leveraged the community, the GRC masterclass, my analyst masterclass, and me for those applications. And he got an email from a company and another company that's local to him already. So awesome. Straight crushing it, homie. Way to go, Aaron. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. 60 seconds. All right, hey, Maloney, who wants the baton? I think John said he wanted the baton. We can do the formal baton pass over in the 2 Cyber Chicks premiere, I guess. Get it done. Let me do this. All right, John, let me know. All right, guys, let's kill the music. Stream's going to start very soon. All right. So Maloney, John has the baton. Maloney, John has the baton. John, looking forward to your post. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, Team SC, great show today. Everybody crushing it. Let's head on over to Raid the 2 Cyber Chicks premiere happening right now. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. This has been the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, AMA, jaw jacking for May 8th, 2024. Have a great day, everybody. See you over in the live. And then we'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Holler! I'm just going to end the stream, by the way. I'm not going to do this